I led the march
Kelly,
along with
Kelly.
Lisa. Yes, Mr. Trump.
I want you to pick 2 people to bring back to the boardroom. Who?
I'm going to pick Lisa to come with me, and I'm going to also ask Stephanie to stay with me.
Okay. Lisa, Stephanie, and Kelly, you'll come back to the boardroom. Everyone else, go back to your suites. You made it. All go. Thank you. Amanda, let him in.
Yes, sir. Ladies, you can head back in now. Mr. Trump is ready.
Sit down, please. Kelly, what happened?
Sir, it's very black and white. We lost this task because of location. And ultimately, Stephanie was tasked to find the locations, and she failed in doing so.
Why would she task location and sales and managing all the people to one person? What she's saying is not truthful. Actually, she tasked sales to me. So my responsibility in sales was to script everyone, make sure we were all on the same page.
But don't you think sales is also about location?
No, she tasked location to the group,
It's location, location.
and to the. Can I finish? This is the leadership we
Kelly,
have.
please.
This is the leadership
Go,
we have.
Stephanie, just talk.
She tasked sales to me, and to the group, she tasked location, of which Masa took the lead because Masa is from New York.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, and I'm from Canada. I have no clue about New York City.
Lisa, let me ask you this question. If you were me, who would you fire, Kelly or Stephanie?
In this task, I would actually fire Kelly.
And that's because she was project manager?
It's because she was project manager, and maybe she should have really just known more about the location that they picked and why it wouldn't work when they went on the road to scout it.
Let me ask you, wouldn't it be an obvious thing to go and poll a bunch of pedicab drivers and ask them what are the most viable locations in the city? It's not rocket science. You don't need to take 4 people, scatter them across the city.
Stephanie was adamant that tourism would not pay off.
That's not true.
Did you agree?
I was not responsible for marketing.
Did you agree with her?
Stephanie has the most sales experience on this team. I am not a salesperson.
That's not location.
So I
That's
on her.
location.
For me, us moving.
You're from New York. She lived in New York. You lived in New York. So why would you rely on someone from Canada?
You're a banker. Why wouldn't you know?
I have no idea about locations.
Why wouldn't you know that people on
Why
Wall
would
Street
she
would not have
not
15
pick
minutes
location herself if
to
she
have-
lived here?
Kelly, let me ask you a question. What were you doing? Meaning, it seemed like everybody
question.
had something delegated to them,
Right.
but
Absolutely. And the reason for that is, as project manager, what was most critical for my role was to put people where they would be successful.
No, wrong.
I knew that
She
Stephanie
doesn't-
was a banker.
she
I
can't
had
hold it,
a
Stephanie.
strong salesperson, and I put her in that capacity. And quite frankly,
And then
sir,
did
she
nothing.
failed miserably.
I had no marketing
But
plan
Kelly,
and no
wouldn't
location.
you say that she was put in a different position, not really
Yes.
the position of choosing the location?
Yes.
She was selling.
Yes.
She was writing. You weren't writing,
yes.
right?
She was
Correct.
You really
smart.
weren't selling.
She selected
No.
location.
Kelly,
Yes.
wouldn't you say that as the project manager, you should have maybe spoken to Masa or somebody that knows more about New York as to where you should be
The location.
trying to make your money? In all fairness to Stephanie, she knows nothing about New York. So ultimately,
Yes.
aren't you responsible for picking the location?
I am responsible for what happens with the team, sir, but I can only lead. I have to be able to trust my people to do what it is they're supposed to do.
But
Stephanie
Kelly,
is a
don't you
sales
think it's
expert.
very simple? You failed the test. You failed the task. Kelly, you're fired. Sorry, go. Thank you.
Wrong girl to turn against.
Oh, shut up, Stephanie.
I'm telling you. Wrong
Whatever.
girl.
Whatever, Stephanie.
That was all too obvious.
I agree.
absolutely lied about picking the location. She was responsible for going to Wall Street, and ultimately she was wrong. But, you know, at the end of the day, I was project manager and I was responsible for that decision, so that's a fall that I'll accept. But things have a very funny way of working out, and I'm sure that Stephanie will fall on her sword very soon.
Rockport presents Next Steps.
So my goal from this point on is to go forward, start my own firm, and be in a position where I can empower women and children. I hope that I will be able to use my communications and PR background to advance causes that affect the world and really make us all have a better place to live.
Rockport, put your best foot forward. All new Apprentice, next Thursday, 10/9 Central on NBC.